YouTube, what's going on, man? This your boy Tay, and I'm back, man. I know it's been a minute since I done dropped a video, but I'm finally back, man. And with this one, I'm gonna take it a little different direction. I kind of didn't break the news to nobody, but I have been dropping videos for a little while. You know, videos like, is Atlanta overrated? And different things like that. And if you could notice from the videos, like, I wasn't really feeling Atlanta too much. Like, it's cool, but it's like I felt like it was a place that's better to visit versus when you've been living there for a couple years. So, man, I just felt like overall it was time for me to leave. It was time for me to do something else, go a different direction. So I came back home. I came back home to North Carolina, kind of got my life set back up. And today, I just kind of wanted to break down some of those things about Atlanta that I just wasn't personally feeling that kind of brought me to the decision to move back home. So without further ado, I'm gonna jump straight into this one because I don't want to make this a super long video. Like, I don't even think this one gonna be edited, cut. Like, I'm gonna just start free flowing the videos, like just straight off the dome. So the first thing that really hit me was the cost of living compared to being home. And this was in one of my old videos. Like, bro, the cost of living in Atlanta is so expensive. Like, I'm talking about for a 1-bedroom apartment, if you want to live in the city of Atlanta, expect to spend, with utilities included, like $1,400 a month. That's like a 1-bedroom or even a studio. It just depends on what kind of place. Studios and 1-bedrooms expect to spend, let's just say, anywhere from $1,100 to $1,400 a month. Just straight out, utilities, everything included. And for some people that live in places like LA or New York, y'all might be like, nigga, that's not bad at all. Like, what is $1,400? But I'm gonna get to that in a second. So 1-bedroom expected to spend like $1,400, $1,100 to $1,400. Say if you need a 2-bedroom, you got a kid, or a 3-bedroom. In Atlanta, like, not on the outskirts, not Sandy Springs, not Dunwoody, not Doraville, not College Park. I'm talking about Atlanta. 2-3-bedroom, bro, you better expect to spend $2,000 a month on an apartment. Not a house, an apartment. And so that's gonna bring me into my point here. So moving back home, I'm from North Carolina, close to the Raleigh area up in there. So I just kind of started doing research again because when I was here, I wasn't in the mind frame of trying to get my own apartment or my own house because I wasn't really old enough. I lived in Atlanta for 2 years, so I'm only 22 now. So when I was here, I was in college. So I would have been 20, 19. I was like 19 years old the last time. No, that's wrong too, because I was at another school before that in Indiana. So like I've been in like 3 different colleges. So the last time I was like home, I was like 17 years old. So I never even had thoughts of looking into apartment costs back home. So this is my first time really looking into it and comparing it to a place like Atlanta. And when I started doing that, bro, I started noticing like here, where I'm from, near the Raleigh area, North Carolina, bro, you can get a 2-bedroom apartment, utilities included, for $1,000 a month. Like, just straight out utilities, 2 bedrooms, $1,000 a month. Even some places, even like $850 a month. It just depends. You can literally get a house for rent in North Carolina, in my local area. You can rent a 3-4-bedroom house for $1,400 a month, the same price that you can rent a 1-bedroom apartment for in Atlanta. So when you look at that and you really think about that, I can live in Atlanta, Georgia, be in the city of Atlanta, and pay $1,300, $1,400 for this 1-bedroom just to say I'm downtown Atlanta. Or I can live at home and I can get my own house and pay $1,400 a month for a 4-bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Which one makes more sense? And when I started really sitting down, analyzing that, and just really thinking about it, it was a clear choice and it was obvious to which one made sense. So cost of living, it just started to kind of hit me like, yo, why am I staying here paying all this money? Why am I doing all this? Why am I struggling trying to live here just to say I live in this city that it's a good city, but it's got its ups and downs like anywhere else in the world. And I personally started to feel like it had more downs than it actually had ups. And I'm going to jump into that too. So the next one I had as far as a reason why I left was really just the people. Like, Atlanta's one of those places, bro. If you're from Atlanta and you've always lived there, your family lived there, your mom, your grandma, you know what I'm saying, aunts, uncles, everybody lived there. It's like, all right, it's kind of no reason to really leave and go somewhere else. But it's completely different if you down there with not really no family, no friends that you grew up with, none of that. It's kind of like, why am I here? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people down there, they rock with who they rock with, who they've been knowing since middle school, high school. They got their little cliques, they got their groups. You know what I'm saying? They not really looking to interact with no outside nigga that just moved here a couple months ago. And, you know, it's just different, bro. Like, and the people down there are funny, bro. Like, a lot of them are funny. Like, they live these fake lives. Like, you don't know how many people I met, bro, that they were cool, but they just live these fake lives. Like, they'll be on Instagram every week going on a different trip. They going to Hawaii this week, Florida this week. Then they going to Colorado up there to go skiing this week. And then you meet these people, you get close to them and whatever. And, bro, these people ain't got no car. They live at home with their mama. Or they leeching off of girls, living with girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just, they not living like they portraying themselves to be living on the internet. And that was crazy to me because I didn't think people really did that. You know what I mean? So that was absolutely crazy to me. It was multiple people that I met that was on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the same people because Atlanta's one of these places in America where if you want to, you can literally go out to party Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You will meet people that literally go out to party 7 days a week. And you'll wonder, like, bro, where you getting all this money from to be partying every single night? Don't you got a job? Don't you got to work the next day? Don't you got to be to work right now? Like, you know what I'm saying? And you'll meet these people and you'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Something ain't adding up. Bro, these people will be out here spending credit cards, maxing out their credit cards just to live this fake life on the internet, bro. And it is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Like, I just couldn't deal with it no more, bro. Like, I just could not deal. I was like, yo, this just isn't my crowd. This isn't people I grew up with. Like, I did not feel at home. Like, and it took a while for it to really set in. Like, for a while, I was cool with it. I was just going with the flow. And then I'm just like, man, like, I'm just really not, I ain't feeling it at all, bro. Like, I'm not feeling the people. I'm not feeling the rent. I'm definitely not feeling the females here, which is a subject I'm about to get into right now. Dating in Atlanta, as far as a straight male, is horrible. Like, it's absolutely horrible. Everybody out there just want a sugar daddy, or they just want, well, basically, what a sugar daddy is. They want somebody that they can have sex with when they want to, but they need that nigga to be paying them money to do what they want to do with. So basically a sugar daddy. That's really what all them girls out there are looking for. And I'm not spending no money just to get a girl. Like, but if that's your thing, you know what I'm saying? If you don't mind breaking off a couple of dollars, you can pull a baddie down there. Like, she'll give you what you want, but you gonna have to give her what she want too. That just wasn't my thing. And you would not believe how many girls I encountered that was like this. Like, I was even talking to this one girl one time, you know what I'm saying? And it was cool, it was going good. Like, had on a couple of dates. And that's where I shouldn't hit the first, you know, red mark and notice something was off, you know what I'm saying? Like, she always acted like she ain't really had no bread like that. But then she would always come in these fancy designer clothes, bro. So I'd be like, you know, where you get the money for these clothes or where you get the clothes from? I ain't ask no questions, you know what I'm saying? That ain't my business. So her birthday coming around, you know what I'm saying? I'm being a nice guy that I am. I'm like, you know, what you want for your birthday? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking it's like something small, like we only been talking for a couple months, you know what I'm saying? I ain't doing nothing crazy. I'm just like, what you thinking? She had said like, this Prada purse. I had put the laughing emojis in the message. I thought she was joking. Like, Prada, like, I put the laughing face. I thought she was joking. And she was, like, pissed off. She was like, what's funny? Like, with a question mark. And I'm like, oh, she dead serious. Like, she expect me to get her a Prada. Like, I don't even wear a Prada myself, bro. Like, I like Tommy. I like Polo. It don't get much more design after that for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like very low-key designer. Not no Prada, not no Fendi, not no Ferragamo, not no Gucci, not the Louis Vuitton, but that's what these women in Atlanta like, and that's what they want, and that's what they expect, because this is what they see on TV. This is what they see from these rappers. This is what they see from these women that they idolize to be on Love and Hip Hop. And this is what they're gonna expect for you to do and get for them. And that was a problem for me. Like, I've been knowing you a couple of months and you asking me for Prada. Like, what do I look like? Like, do I look like a fool? Like, nah. So I wasn't going for that at all. And outside of just the women being very materialistic, they really, really, really care about their social media appearance, the way they look, the way that they're portraying themselves to be. The same as like I explained for the guys. These women do the same things, bro. They'll be walking around with Fendi on, Gucci, Ferragamo, you know what I'm saying, Louis Vuitton, and they don't got no jobs, bro. Like, these are the same women. They don't have no job. They live at home with their parents. They just waiting for an opportunity so they can leech onto it. They don't have no money, bro. No job. And it's like, where are you getting all this stuff from? They finessing it from sugar daddies. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't got no money. They don't got nothing. So I got so tired of dealing with these fake people, bro. And these people living these fake lives. And I'm just like, bro, I can't deal with this. Like, this just ain't my type of crowd. This ain't my flow. So between the fake people, the expensive prices of living here, the women, I'm trying to think of what else was really just terrible. Like, you know, people hate when I talk about it, but they act like it's not important to bring up. And it is. I don't care what people do in their free time, in their relationships. You know what I'm saying? That's your personal business. But the open, blatant homosexual scene down there is crazy. It's blatant. It's open. If you're out and about, you're going to see it every single day. So if it's not something that you used to, or it ain't something that you really rock with, it's something to consider before moving here. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really think too much about it before I moved there. And I'm going to just leave it there. You'll see some wild stuff, bro. You'll see some wild stuff. It'll just blow your mind that it's that blatant and open. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy. And like I said, people can do what they want to do. That's their business. But it is something that you have to acknowledge before moving there and really realize what you're walking into. You know what I'm saying? And another thing down there is it's very disease-filled too. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta is the HIV capital of the United States. And this is why they have, what is it called? The National Cancer Society and the National Disease Center, whatever them things are called. I can't think of the appropriate acronyms, but the Disease Center, Controlled Disease Center of America, whatever it's called, it's in Atlanta. It's right downtown. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to control the disease and all the stuff they got going on down there. They're trying to keep under control. Homelessness in Atlanta is absolutely horrible. Literally every time you stop at a stoplight, you're gonna have some homeless dude walk up to your car, look you dead in your eyes. He might even tap on your glass a little bit. Like, almost every stoplight, every time you get off of a freeway or a highway and you coming onto like an off ramp, it's gonna be somebody standing right there looking dead at you, like with a cup or with something in his hand, just praying that you get him some money. Like, it's just real depressing, bro. It's sad. It's a lot of negatives to Atlanta. Now, I'm gonna talk about some of the positives because I don't think it's ever fair to sit here and just bash on a place, you know what I'm saying, especially a place I lived for 2 years. You know what I mean? So, I mean, the positives of it is Atlanta's a really beautiful city. You know what I'm saying? Like, driving through downtown Atlanta is absolutely beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the better looking cities I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? I'll put Atlanta up there with Chicago, and I think downtown Atlanta looks better than Miami. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta is a beautiful city. It's a lot of opportunity in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of jobs. It's a growing area. And, you know, if you're a black individual, African-American, black, whatever, it's a lot of opportunity for you to thrive in Atlanta because it is a black city. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta is a black city. Like, even if you get pulled over by the cops, if you're in downtown Atlanta it is a 95% chance that the cop is gonna be black. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it is. Everybody down there is black. It is just pro-black. Everything is black. Black-owned businesses. Everything. You know what I'm saying? But also with it being so many people there, you know, that kind of sways the job market, because it's a lot of jobs, a lot of corporations, but it's a lot of people that live in Atlanta and the surrounding areas of Atlanta too. So it kind of balances the job market out. I would say it's pretty average for, you know, city. It's not really much different. A lot of jobs, but it's also a lot of people and a lot of people moving here. So it's one of those places, if you don't really have like a college degree, or you don't have some kind of certification or something like that, you might struggle for a little while trying to find something, because it's really just not that simple. You got to think about it. For every job you see on Indeed, there's probably 10,000 to 100,000 people applying for the same position. So it can get tough at times, but you know, the jobs are there though. The jobs are definitely there. And yeah, this video has been going for how long? Like 16 minutes. So this video is already longer than I actually wanted it to be. I just wanted to do some completely, you know, free of mind. I didn't want to edit it. I didn't want to script this video. I just really wanted to come up here, talk to y'all, tell y'all how I feel about Atlanta. I still love Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? But it just ain't no place I want to live. Like I said in the beginning of the video, Atlanta is a beautiful place to visit, a vacation. But after you've been there for about a week or less, it's time to go back home, man. I personally don't love it enough to live there probably ever again. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a West Coast guy. I feel like my dream location is in like Arizona or California or something like that. But we're going to get there in time. So for now, I'm back home posted in North Carolina. About to get this little certification so I can work in pharmaceuticals with my pops, you know what I'm saying? And we're about to get things rolling and, you know, have a much easier life here in North Carolina. Like, cost of living is just so much cheaper. I'll be able to breathe, bro. Like, I can breathe. Like, that comfort factor and just knowing, like, I don't have to stress about money, rent, gas, travel, food. Like, it's just so much cheaper to be here. I can just relax, bro, and just live a comfortable, peaceful life. And that's really all I got, man. So thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe. And I'm about to get back on my videos. I stopped for a little while because I was moving back home. I had a lot going on I had to take care of, but your boy back, man. That's all I got for this one, man. Peace. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. I just got a new Instagram, too. Let me shout that out real quick. I just got a new Instagram. It's Tay, H5, T-A-Y-Y, H, and the number 5. So y'all go check me out, man. And I'm up out of here, man. Peace.